official Chinese television has invented a fake French journalist defending the regime against allegations of genocide against the Uyghurs.
Here's a summary of the article.
On Sunday, March 28, the website of the Chinese state television broadcaster CGTN, formerly known as CCTV News, published an article signed by a French journalist. The French newspaper, however, The World denounced that after an investigation, the journalist mentioned does not exist. According to The World, there is no one named Lorraine Beaumond in the Commission's database. The opinion text published by Beaumond CGTN tries to refute allegations against China of genocide of the Muslim-majority Uyghurs in the Chinese region of Xinjiang. According to studies published by institutes in the US and Australia and rejected by Beijing, at least 1 million Uyghurs are detained in camps in Xinjiang, northwest China, where some of them are subjected to forced labor and sterilization. Beaumond, who reportedly lived in China for 7 years, also claims to have relatives in Urumqi, capital of Xinjiang. According to The World, Beaumond's opinion on the Uyghurs echoes all elements of the Beijing regime's official language on the subject and questions the new passion flowers, sick, of the Uyghur cause, that ethnic group whose fate has not yet affected anyone, and pointed out the big overseas brands that have announced that they will no longer use the cotton harvested in Xinjiang to make their garments are the last straw.
This post received a score of 26,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Article from Le Monde, in French.
Greater than le problème est que Lorraine Beaumonding existe pas. Sounds like the opening to a thrilling mystery crime novel.
That reporter's name, Guy Ledouche.
Right you are, Ken.
Don't get eliminated.
Always on.
Well, here's the problem right here, Vic. He posts this link. And then I watch it all night. If he didn't do that, I would have slept.
Right you are, Ken.
China is the Jan Brady of the world. My boyfriend, George Glass, says I'm beautiful and that there are no concentration camps, but if there were, they'd be justified.
I guess it's similar to how BBC commissioned Adrian Zenz to find something in Xinjiang.
This Zenz guy is like Soros to the Chinese apologists. They love to bring him up.
Because he's associated with the Victims of Communism Foundation, which list both COVID-19 deaths and Nazi soldiers killed by the Soviets as victims.
And is funded by the CIA.
Source?
The source of their funding being the US Gov is not exactly hidden information. The organization was created by an act of Congress.
My favorite part about this is when China, the government, gets confused as to why no one else believes the bullshit it piles into its own face. It's tragic when the people go out into the world and don't understand why their point of view is so skewed, even though they usually have to jump through hoops to get out that should have tipped them off, but genuinely hilarious when the government doesn't understand why no one outside China believes their bald-faced lies.
Propaganda isn't about making people believe lies, it's about bombarding people with so many lies that are so blatantly unbelievable that they will know they're being lied to, so they won't believe the truth either if it should ever get out.
They are not fooling as many people as they think they are.
They're probably fooling way more people in China than you think.
They wouldn't tell them if they weren't fooled anyways.
It is easier to fool a man than it is to tell him he has been fooled.
Yeah, but remember the proverb. Give a man a fool, fool him for a day. Teach a man to fool him for a lifetime.
Astroturfin to the rescue.
This is beyond astroturfin. A fictional entity has been created and words have been placed in its mouth. Also, did you notice how the main thread has been diverted into a long discussion about whether it's Beijing or Peking? Discussion about this nakedly Orwellian tactic moved far down the page.
On Sunday, March 28, the website of the Chinese state television broadcaster CGTN, formerly known as CCTV News, published an article signed by a French journalist. The French newspaper, however, The World denounced that after an investigation, the journalist mentioned does not exist. He also completed a master's in journalism to later work in various Paris newsrooms before moving to Beijing. According to The World, there is no one named Lorraine Beaumond in the Commission's database.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.